Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zk, and once again, you are warmly welcome to another beautiful episode of Board Talks. So, right here, we break down conversations and issues trending in Ghana and around the world. If today's your first time, kindly subscribe to this platform, hit the bell for prompts, and be notified anytime I drop a video. Now, most Ghanaians are complaining about rent issues in Ghana. That is a fact. It's one area that is really affecting Ghanaian youths. Trust me, trying to rent a house in Ghana, it be like cat and mouse story. It be very difficult. The fact is, even if you have the money, sometimes getting the house is a problem. And if you get a house, pay 2 years advance, it be a big deal. Sometimes the landlords can tell you for a fact that they are taking about 2 years advance before you can get access to the house. A single room, self-contained, can be high as 1,000 Ghana cedis. A chamber and hall ranges from 1,005 to 1,008. I'm talking about rent issues in Accra. 2 bedrooms, no assessment, 2,005, 3,000, and the minimum you can even get is 2,000. This issue is one area that is really affecting Ghanaians, and I'm excited the President of the Republic of Ghana is trying to address this issue of housing. It is serious conversation that we need to talk about. The point is, if you look at Ghana rent control system, they've made it clear that any landlord trying to give out a house should give the house for a minimum of 6 months. That means if you really want to rent a house, according to the rent control system, it is 6 months. But the video that I saw, the president, they talk say the system has made it such that it is 6 months. But most of the tenants, they are not trying to hold the landlords accountable. They are not taking them to the rent control system because they want a place to rent. If they mention 2 years, then people start paying.
The reason why private house owners are taking advantage is because of the deficit in housing. And so we have the rent courts. We say don't take more than 6 months of advance, rent advance. But the one who is renting and the house owner are both not prepared to go to the rent court because they are doing it quietly. He says pay 2 years rent advance. You can go and report him at the rent court and we'll hold that landlord accountable. But the one who is being asked 2 years rent advance doesn't want to go to the court. He will go and pay the landlord because he wants a place to lay his head.
Because trust me, paying 2 years advance is a big deal for many Ghanaians. Imagine you're going to rent a house and they are charging you 2K a month. 2 years, you are paying 24,000. The point is, how many people can afford 24,000 Ghana cedis to rent a place for 2 years? So if the president is saying that the rent control system has it such that it is 6 months that you need to pay, I think this policy needs to be enforced because this is not the very first time this conversation has come in the public space for people to talk about. But the point is, there is a housing deficit, and the president made it clear. The housing system in Ghana is suffering from a deficit, and it has made it very difficult for people to get places to stay. And because of that, landlords are leveraging on that to also milk the system. But my main issue is, if the rent control system has a law regulation of 6 months, then there should be an implementation plan that can protect tenants. The point is, if you go to rent control system right now, your landlord, they boss to you like if they tell you, say, bring 2 years advance. And sometimes it's not even their advance. You can be in the same house and every year they'll increase the rent. You can be in that same house. The house that you rented 2K last year, they will tell you that next year pay 2.5 or pay 2,200 in the same house that you are staying. You've not moved out. They can't even tell you. But the point is, the rent control systems that we are talking about, what are they doing to protect tenants like this? If you take your landlord to rent control, then you have to make sure that you have your leg there another place, because by the time you go come out from the rent control and come, then go give you letter say come out. So if there are systems that is going to protect tenants, then I dey beg, these systems have to be implemented because rent they kill the youth for Ghana. Rent they kill the youth for Ghana. Trying to gather money to go rent, bro, it be difficult matter. Even if you get the money, paying the 2 years advance, it be the deal. Like it be crazy, bro. It be crazy. So if the government is trying to address this issue, this be the right time to address this issue. But the point is that landlord would dey your house as they take am go rent control with the points about paying 6 months because rent control is saying pay 6 months. As you go rent control, can rent control actually be firm and make sure that you pay that 6 months? Because if they are not able to make sure that 6 months work, as you come house, then you for make sure say Charlie, you get another place you dey go because your landlord go come, he go Charlie, he go comot you. He go,
You don't know. You don't know
so
very
rent
well.
issue in Ghana, it is serious problem. But on a more serious note, I feel that affordable housing systems some time ago was a topic of discussion, and for some time now, this affordable housing system has been left dormant. This is the time the country needs to go back to the affordable housing system to make sure that we solve the deficit system. Because in Kenya, I the president made reference to Kenya, so I made some search on Kenya, and I realized that Kenya is fast developing when it comes to affordable housing.
Countries have instituted social housing policies that have been very successful. I've seen the Kenyan example, and Kenya has built hundreds of thousands of housing units, which they either rent or sell to government employees. In the
I read that they've estimated 200,000 units of houses, which includes townhouses, apartments, and all of that. Charlie, we can do it. We can do it because rent, bro. Charlie. Anyways, drop your comments in a section. Let me know what you think about rent systems in Ghana.